The Green Edition, in association with the Root brand, inspiring greatness with natural solutions for people to reach their highest and healthiest potential.
Hello and welcome back to The Green Edition, where we are talking about the future of health, well-being, and of course business as well. And whilst the Root Brands is the presenting sponsor of this program, all the opinions and views in the following segment are of course general in nature. Today my guest is here to touch on the exposure to heavy metals and environmental toxins that many of us face. It sounds like these issues can actually compound, slowly building up in the tissue of a person's body, and then of course contribute to the problems we already face when it comes to feeling and living healthily. According to CEO and the founder of Root Brands, Clayton Thomas, even if we are living a more conscious lifestyle, the underlying issues could be continuing to have a negative effect on our best efforts. It seems to be a case of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Clayton, thanks for your time.
Mike, thanks for having me. A lot of times there's 1 step forward and 2 steps back because of the problems that we have in our system. And a lot of people think that we are a reflection of our environment, and people are of the mindset that everything is beautiful and glorious all the time. And if you get the real perspective, you get to understand that what's on the inside is actually the reflection of what's going on the outside, and what's on the inside is quite toxic, and we are a little bit polluted.
Okay, so what if I'm living a healthy lifestyle, I'm drinking my green tea, I'm having my NutriBullet juices and drinking all this water and, staying on top of these things, or believing I am? What would you say to the people out there who sort of perhaps are shrugging their shoulders at this element that you're bringing up?
I have to quote one of the greatest philosophers of our generation, The Rock, when he said, "It doesn't matter what you try to put into your body." The real problem is the fact that a lot of the stuff that you're drinking, that you're eating right now, is polluted in its own right. The matcha teas, the green teas, the green drinks that you're trying to consume because you know that the ingredients are supposed to be healthy, they're likely loaded with GMOs. They're likely loaded with pesticides, not just because of what was sprayed on the plants themselves, but what's already been in the environment since the 1970s. The water supplies that we have that's feeding all of our plants, is feeding the agriculture, that all of the agriculture that we consume is either drinking, eating, or living in. If you're eating grass-fed beef, the grass-fed beef is the chemicals and pesticides. Even in the United States, it's known that only 5% of the farmland left in the United States isn't loaded with glyphosate. And that's ranch land in South Dakota that only bison still roam on. So you might be doing things right now to what you think are improving your nutrition and your health.
Yeah.
Those things can be causing a problem, but the biggest issue is what's been in you for a long time and that continually builds up every day. So while you might be looking at this beautiful reflection, it keeps getting foggier every day.
Interesting. So tell me a little bit more about what you guys are doing now that you've identified all of these really seemingly quite concerning things that we're taking in each and every day. What are you and the team at the Root Brands bringing in terms of technology and helping clean people up? Take us through what you've got.
Well, having a Harvard nanobiotechnologist behind all of the creations, Dr. Christina Rahm, and you can see her amazing reflection behind me. And what she's done is create, a patented proprietary mechanism of taking nature's most powerful crystal, turning it into a little green garbage truck, and allowing a few drops a couple times a day of a liquid that will act to go into your body, work with your body to grab onto, rip apart, and allow the passive systemic removal of these environmental pollutants and killers that destroy us. These things that have been in us since we were in the womb, that every day we add into our body, regardless of what we're doing. If you're breathing, you're getting continually polluted. If you're drinking anything, you're getting continually polluted. If you're consuming pretty much anything in this world today, you're adding on to your burden. It's not what you add, it is what you remove that is going to dictate how well you perform and how long you live.
Okay, so what takeaways do you want the viewers to come away with when it comes to actually refreshing, engaging with their health in a more meaningful way, Clayton? What would you say?
So if you're being cognizant of the things you put into your body, also be cognizant and focus first on what you get out. right? So take some clean slate, use that to start in removing those environmental toxins, get up and move a little bit, drink more water. Me personally, I would add in Relive Greens, I would add in Restore, and if you want to function better than you've ever imagined, I would add Zero in, but clean up the mess first.
Well said by you. Clayton, thanks for joining me as always on the program. And of course, thank you to all of you for tuning into the Green Edition. I hope you've found some stuff to do some research in, take stock. Let's look at getting healthier, and remember to stay healthy, my friends. I'll see you again very soon. Be well.